How you doing, mate? All right? Yeah, just trying to
Good.
get Just FS working, which
Yeah,
isn't going so well.
yeah, I can see you, Steve. And what do
Oh,
we
I need
need
to
for
I need to manually install SimConnect,
Okay.
I think. But that's helpful because the link they provide doesn't work.
Right. Okay.
SimConnect. Should work. Yeah.
Alright, how we doing? Yeah, all good. I didn't know in the tablet thing now we've got the OFP in there.
Yeah. Which one do you use? Do you use the stable development on the experimental?
I'm on the development one. I am.
Yeah, so I've run the experimental one. The flight management computer is 10 times better.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in the experimental version. It's the custom built one from the ground up, whereas the development one's still just the modded Azobo one. Oh, this is having a fit here trying to install this.
They sneak these little things in, don't they? It's mad.
Oh yeah,
It's like these extra extra window views we got now.
yeah.
Next we'll be getting a full cabin. I haven't flown the Airbus for a while.
I've got so many hours in this.
I was flying it a lot, but because I'm doing all these bloody stole flights on on our tours, you forget about the Airbus, don't you? Oh, I just done one of those Norway ones today. Bloody hell! Nice. I love the scenery on there. It's really good. There's one where you have to come around like at a 90 and like land virtually straight away on the turn. It's mad. Can't remember what airport it was now.
So I'm now trying to do scan for models, and it's coming back saying no models found. Please specify the flight simulator packages folder. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to find it. There it is. The one with the local folder within the app data folder, yeah? I would have thought. Okay. Scan.
We're
Found
using Join
55
FS, are
models.
we? Is this Chris with his bloody X plane? Awkward sod.
Yeah. Yeah, just to make things a bit more.
I'll have big crashes. No, I won't. I won't. What, you flying in tonight then?
Me?
Yeah.
3319.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might try X-Plane. I just really need to try it. I'm just desperate for a 737. I don't really want to go back to P3D. And that Max they got on here is crap.
Right, I think it's all connected. Both are green now. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can see Steve, James, and Ben as well.
And it's, right. Okay. Yeah. Because currently Chris is in a Cessna Grand Caravan. Substitute. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then.
Is it a nice woman?
Good evening. Hi guys.
Oh, Roberto.
Hi.
Oh, mate.
I'm gonna have to come out of this now, aren't I? Because I'm on bloody group flight settings. Yeah. Why can't they make you be able to change it inside the game? Someone's getting a bollocking.
What? What?
Right. Is there a way to get people's name tags to show up?
Yeah, go in. Is it not? Oh no.
Right.
I can, yeah. I can see all of you.
Right. Just because I've now changed Chris from the Caravan to an A320 Neo and he's vanished.
Oh no. Can you guys try this new Google Maps mod on here?
Not yet. It looks interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want to try it because some people are saying it's crashing on startup. Better wait, I think.
I saw that a couple of weeks ago. I was just wondering, is there any benefit to it though? Yeah.
It's everything is just near one click. So
Yeah.
But I put the AI mod with the like proper airplane difference.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few United airplanes right behind me here actually.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Airwego next to me. Where have they gone? I've got American Airlines 737 as well. Some parts of the world's pretty crap though. It's very quiet. It's quite busy here.
Yeah, based on little nav map, there's loads of aircraft here.
I just looked at Norway things there. I didn't see any aircraft on there. It's weird. Just me and my sentence now.
you in digital Canaima?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you now.
Yeah, I see Ben next to me, well, a few stands down from where I am. To me last time. That cord's looking up. There's a JetBlue somewhere. Can't see that. Back in scenery, this is.
Who is Airwego 450 Ben? Ah, James. Okay.
Okay.
He's at my right.
I'm on stand, and where am I? I don't even know what stand I'm on because it doesn't show on little nav app for some reason. Let me have a look outside.
You're
D6,
on
Delta 6.
D5 in my map. So,
They don't even match the stands on little nav map. The heck? Oh well. I'm on Delta 6 anyway. Did you see that video, Steve? Them trying to drag that train out that tunnel where it crashed the other week. Dragging out with class 66. Okay, now. I know the one I saw, it was just kept trying to drag that train out the tunnel. The one that was on its side, and it just weren't getting anywhere. Give up the ghost. It's proper giving us some welly though. Bloody hell.
they have take out the APU test alarm in the last version, I think. Or it's just my
Have a look.
my airplane.
APU test.
Yeah, I'm on stable back
Yeah.
again.
I've got the experimental and it's working for me, mate.
It's working, but no, mine is working, but no sound.
What's your rival runway we thinking of using? Yeah. That is true. I'll tell you one thing I do notice on this experimental build though is you get a lot more flight plan discontinuities in the FMC. I haven't seen any. You tend to get well, I've got it here actually. I've got manual, so. But I'm trying to have a look at what the flight plan looks like on the screen to see if I need to change that at all.
There was a phase where you deleted the user point and it used to crash the sim. I think they ironed that out, didn't they?
No MCDU screen.
Got runway 10 for departure.
Yeah, I've got runway 8.
I put their 8 on, it says runway 8 and then it says for departing and arriving runway 10, which is bizarre. I've just
Unless
gone
they're
off
using
Simbrief.
both, maybe.
Simbrief gave me 10, 1-0.
Gambo 1 with the armor. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Gambo 1 as well in mine. Say your transfer armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it. Let's go make a quick brew then before we depart. Let's
Yeah,
get cabin crew on here.
got to do me takeoff performance calculator yet. Well, I'm still mucking around with this, trying to get rid of these discontinuities. There's one. Quite a weird departure actually at the airport. Take off. It takes us off. So we take off on runway 8 on a heading of 078 up to 520 feet, and then we have to make a left turn on a heading of 350, and then I assume we then just continue climbing and then head towards Gambo, where we then have to be above 6,000 feet. But the Mukdu is not liking it at all. Yeah, see my Mukdu saying obviously runway 8, and then it's got manual. Then I've got the discontinuity, and then Gambo, but I can't clear that one. So I'm going to try and put Gambo straight in there. Yeah, it says not allowed. Okay. So I suppose I'll have to do that manually then. Yeah. It'll be alright. 151 passengers. Uh, 8.8 block fuel. Elevation 8.
Evening.
Hi, mate.
Yes, it's bad, thank you. I'm not flying your route tonight. I shall be testing the historic flights and seeing how that goes. After the battle I had today with everything else. Yeah. Does it report somewhere? How do you mean report somewhere? It's just that. Yeah. Oh, crikey. Is this the default one? And can you use the keyboard on the default one? I know in Black Box, the Black Box A320 donkeys years ago, to use their Mukdu with the keyboard, you had to press tab and hold down tab, and then you could use the keyboard or something weird like that. I'm not sure they would have bothered to put that in the default, to be honest. You could try it in the fly-by-wire one. That might accept keyboard inputs.
I'm going to restart my PC. I don't know
Okay,
what's
mate.
happening.
What else can you do? You can Ooh, it must set something every time you can probably capture the keystrokes that are being set in the game using FSU IPC. Probably. Hmm. Yeah. Have you got the paid version of FSU IPC? Hmm. Okay, if you have the paid version, which I don't have either, I haven't had it. I haven't paid for it since God knows when, the old FS9 days probably. If you that has a way of mapping your keyboard to events in the sim. So I'm not quite sure if that moves you forward. But first of all, you've got to find out whether the McDo takes a keyboard anyway. And then if it takes a keyboard anyway, FSU IPC should be able to map that to whatever. But if it's on a tablet, it won't know about it, of course. SimConnect doesn't map. No, SimConnect won't let you map a keyboard or a keystroke. As far as I know, I've only dabbled with SimConnect a bit, and I was going to use it for Compass completely. I was going to switch over to SimConnect for Compass, but MSFS, we need FSU IPC for this fly-by-wire problem. SimConnect doesn't do what we need it to do, and probably won't for years. Interesting though. Interesting. Yes, yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah. No. Yeah. No, yeah, you need to figure out first whether the default 320 allows you to do it anyway. Yeah.
Just reading a little thing on here about the MCDU. There's a thing coming soon called Avia CDU regarding fly-by-wire. I'll send you the link.
How do you connect little nav map to join FS then? And ideally, I'd like to be able to turn off the real life traffic on there as well. An orange one with A and an aircraft. Yep. Right. That turns on. That turns off the real world traffic. There's a lot on there, isn't there?
What is it you're trying to do? Oh, so it shows the traffic.
Yeah.
Okay. Tools. I think it's tools, options, and it's one of those. It's one of these online services. That's the one. Yeah. Online flying. You actually want none.
Yeah, I've got that selected.
Yeah, you should have none, and then I think join FS would then no, you don't need it. It should just display them.
Right, what I'll do is I'll relaunch Little Nav Map and see if that gets that up.
Let me fire up join FS. I know I'm at Bristol in not where you are, but have I got join FS on here? Yes, there it is. You at Digital Theme Park. Okay, so I've just joined. Of course, there's no guarantee I'll see anything. View aircraft. No, they're all thousands of miles away from me. But I don't think you need to do anything. You need to turn off your normal AI traffic, or else you'll broadcast all of your own AI traffic.
So I need to turn my AI traffic off, do I?
Your normal AI traffic, I think you need to turn that off. Otherwise, you broadcast your own traffic.
You don't need to.
You don't?
turn-
Okay, you used
No,
to. That's
because-
fine if you don't need to anymore.
Are you guys waiting at the hold position at the runway, are you?
Oof. I have restarted my.
Just
Yes.
push back.
I just can't see anyone, even though everything's connected right.
Have you got? Did it scan successfully for the models?
Yeah, got all of that. Everyone's showing as Airbus A320 Neo Azobo.
And can you see them in the view aircraft list?
Yes.
But
I can
you
see
can't-
you 3,500 nautical miles away as well, yeah.
But you can't actually see them in sim.
No,
And are they green or amber or red?
green.
Green. So that means
Yeah.
the objects are getting
So
through.
unless they're a lot further down down the airfield, then
Yeah, they are. They're just
Might
at
be
the
that.
fucking end of the world. James,
Yep.
08 is like opposite direction. unless you're...
I got 1-0, mine. Okay. I'll turn
Okay.
around.
Now
Gonna get
you should,
bollocking for wasting fuel now.
now you should see Ben on the right hand side.
Yeah, I can see him.
Ben,
Yeah, so
and
we
you
can see
see
you, Ben,
James.
but you can't see us.
Yeah, so unless I'm. Oh, is that one of you moving up the taxiway there?
I'm
Yeah,
just
the
by you
James.
now, yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
Right, well, these C-130s here, there's static scenery.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart, they are. US Air Force. That's Nigel's kind of thing.
What's that? All these Hercules?
C-130s, yeah.
Oh, many a happy hour.
Shot.
Many a happy hour. Except I won't put the word happy in there.
Which runway are we using? 8 or 10?
08. Don't make my mistake. I've just used about 100 quid of fuel.
Yeah, I'm just starting engines.
The higher the index, the fastest you flight? The higher the index you put is the fastest the aircraft flight?
Right now, I'll be the expert on that one.
Yeah.
Now it's working.
Is it normal for the Join FS to show your models going sideways rather than the correct direction?
Sometimes, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it did that when we flew to Innsbruck a few weeks ago.
Right.
Everyone was drifting. Chris and his 777 was drifting across the taxiways.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm at the right end of the runway now.
I'm just taxiing down.
I'm paying for this runway, so I'm going to use every piece of it. I wonder how much they charge for these commercial airliners on runways.
Well, the landing fees are per ton.
Is that what it is? Go full
Yeah.
weight?
Yeah,
Wow.
so you get a landing fee per ton, and then they charge per approach because all the approaches will be instrument approaches, so they charge per approach, and then you pay an en route fee for all the ATC services. You pay Eurocontrol. So yes, it gets expensive.
Imagine the Antonov, how much they pay for landings. Wow. Yeah, someone's drifting down the bottom here by me.
Jesus.
Whose dog is
Walkies!
whose dog is that? Sounds like Roberto's dog. Is that
Hmm?
your dog?
Sound like he's barking Spanish there, you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
It's a crazy dog.
Yeah, there's
It has a percentage of poodle and of cocker. Yeah.
Yeah, my parents got 2 cockapoodles. One's a 19-week-old puppy, and the other one's 2.5 years old.
Gosh.
One 1014.
me. You can have it either way, can't you?
Yeah, I've got it standard on the EU way of doing it.
Must remember the auto throttle today.
I actually managed to trip with that fly-by-wire one today because I had to test all the parking brake stable version, and apart from it losing my flight plan when I did a direct, apart from that, it actually handled very, very nicely on approach. I was very impressed.
This is killing you to say that, isn't it? It's really killing you.
Well, I hate the way that they've done things, which has been against 20, 30 years worth of
Work, yeah.
FS standards, and they've just decided, oh well, we need a parking brake that does this. But okay, that's fine. Do your own variable for your own parking brake, but bloody set the bog standard one that everybody uses to detect. And anyway, they didn't. So anyway, fixed it.
You fly the fly-by-wire one for a bit and then go back to the flight simulator, the default one, you notice a massive difference.
Is it?
Just like with functions and stuff, totally different.
Yeah.
Stuff not
I mean,
working.
thanks to Ben, I managed to get the sim brief incorporated, which saves me a lot of bloody typing flight plans and
A
stuff.
lot of effort, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. That.
You Yeah, I substituted everything with the 737 default because then it doesn't play tricks, so it all works. If I try to do anything else, it's just showing, you know, like just the cockpit or your legs or whatever, just engines. So
Right,
yeah,
so
it's showing the nameplates and you know your speed, your altitude, and distance from me as well. And who is always late? Roberto.
On mine, it's showing you guys are sideways.
yep, I'm about to post a screenshot of what I've got as well.
All you guys still programming and starting engines? My DC-3 nearly landed, mate. I've done a whole flight to Cardiff manually.
But see,
And
this
it's
is the problem
terrible
sorry,
weather, so it's an ILS approach.
this is the problem of this, you know, going sideways. This is a problem of MFS, because in X-plane it looks alright, not sideways.
Yeah, I think it's the way it's picking the objects up. It's just
Mm.
rubbish, isn't it?
Who are we
Ah,
waiting
well.
for? Are we all here at the runway?
Oh,
I'll just reverse it.
So in X-plane 11 you can actually get real traffic just from the real schedules,
Gosh,
real
yeah.
type schedules. Yeah, and yeah, but it's a lot of work to do with the unit files and stuff like that. But I think it could be worth it just to see, you know, all the planes landing and so on. So
That's what NSFS is supposed to do. I don't know if
yeah,
it works or not.
I don't think so.
Aerosoft's what? Oh, did it? Oh, right.
Stick to the free ones. At least my plane's facing the right way then, Chris.
For me, all of you are just facing the correct ways.
There we go. Got it sorted. Scanned my community folder as well for the extra additional liveries. Having done that, it's updated all of your models and you're all facing the correct direction now. There you go, just put up a screenshot. Yeah, so I scanned the main folder, the one that you said about, and then there's a little box underneath where you can scan additional folders. So I scanned my community folder as well, and
Nice.
yeah, seems to have.
Yeah, I've just done that. It worked for me as well.
Yeah.
So you just
like that, magic.
so you just copy and paste or what?
So I'll show you a screenshot, make it easier. So files.
Since I've got others folder to scan, and so just copy and paste or.
Yes, yeah. In the other folders to scan, put the path to your community folder,
No.
like that. Better? Yeah, see,
playing pulling a
I
wheelie.
knew there was a reason I'm here for.
You see me pulling a wheelie on the runway? Is it doing a wheelie or just flat on the ground?
This is-
So we're using that push
I'm
back
starting
thing.
the engines. I'm almost ready.
I use that free pushback thing, and when you push back with your brakes on, it just lifts the front of your plane off.
Well, I've got the FS2 Crew Pushback Express, but I think where the flight pad on the fly-by-wire also has its pushback, I think there's a conflict somewhere, and at certain stages during like the whole cockpit preparation, it just randomly starts to push me back, and then I can never get the tug back, which is frustrating.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, FSX. This is. I wish there was a DC3 for MSFS. Yeah, decent one. Yeah, decent. The people who do the FSX one have said that they are they're basically too old to start again, which is a shame because it's a superb airplane. Their version. It's free as well. Now that was a complete success, apart from it didn't store my scheduled flight time, because in historic flights you have to set your own scheduled flight time. And I did set it, but it didn't store it, so why not?
So that isn't actually you have to be at 6,000 for Gambo. It's 6,000 above 6,000, so we can do, yeah. So we can actually do a straight climb to our cruising altitude if we wanted to, because then the next one straight at Tori is above flight level 210. So I think we should be able to just climb straight out.
Just have ended the pushback and start engines. Almost ready to taxi. Setting the trim.
this set of liveries looked much more like Airwego. Yeah.
Royal Airlines.
Okay.
See, that's a language that Roberto doesn't know, and I do.
No.
Part of Air France now, aren't they, or vice versa?
Oh, yeah, they could be. Yeah, they could be.
It's got it on the side of the plane anyway.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, they could be. It's like Alitalia is now part of some new venture.
British Airways is Iberia, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all owned by Iberia. Wouldn't surprise me if that's
I
what.
think Delta as well, aren't they involved in all that?
Yeah. That's looking good.
No,
No,
that was
Ryanair's. Yeah, Ryanair has always been Ryanair. Yeah,
TUI Thompson's was Britannia, and First Choice Holidays. They all
yeah,
amalgamated into one, didn't they?
yeah. I loved a Monarch in First Choice. Yeah.
Shame all these airlines gone down the pan in it.
I know.
Thomas Cook as well.
Yeah, Thomas Cook. Used
Well,
to
they're
take me.
sort of back, aren't they?
Yeah,
In a sense, but
yeah.
whether
I've
I'd
still
ever
got-
trust looking through them again.
Condor, isn't there? She used to be part of Thomas Cook.
Yeah, they're was that not like the German branch?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
It's
you
still
can
got
start.
exactly the same livery. It's just different name.
Yeah. They were good looking aircraft, that livery.
Bit like when it was Thompson Fly, TUI, Arc Fly, all those different ones with a smile on the tail, and
Yeah.
it just became TUI.
All right, holding short.
Apparently, British Airways had a German airline as well
Oh really?
back in the day, yeah, and they also had them in Africa as well.
All
British
right.
Airways flying 737s from where was it called? Don't know. Let me just Google it. There's an airport. I watched a documentary on YouTube where they built it. St Helena's or somewhere like that. And this British Airways 737 used to fly there. It was a notorious one for landing.
Okay.
Have a look.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
I'm holding short.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go then. I'll get out of everyone's way.
Yeah, let's do it.
And remember what I've got to do. There we go. We're rolling. For some reason my throttle was stuck midway. Halfway. It's alright now.
Taking off backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, airborne clear runway.
Rolling.
Right. Clear to take off. Mantoga SRS runway.
And rotate.
decast warning.
Lights off. turbulence.
Yeah, that's what I've got over here and all. Yeah. Oh, I'm just crossing Gambo.
There's no weather data for Canaima.
Damn.
So where do you see the weather? Ah, yeah. Yeah, on the info. It's weather. 1019. (090) 13 knots. So it's crosswind. We are going to have a strong crosswind for landing. Runway 18? I think so. No?
Maybe all you ones that are flying sideways, it'll probably straighten you out. Yeah, I done that refresh thing, but you're all going sideways again. Fucking weird, isn't it? There's Caribbean Airways coming over the top of us.
I see James, I see straight. Steve, you are flying sideways. For me, Ben also is flying sideways.
Well, just re-scanned again, did you? Yeah.
I think it's the problem at their end, isn't it? One thing I like about this sim as well, you can put the headphone simulation on as well. This is what I'd use, so it's not too noisy from your plane engines in the cockpit.
Yeah, I'm still playing around trying to get you lot to show off my little nav map.
I can't remember how you do it, it's been that long. Big little nav map is probably one of the hardest things I had to learn on here.
Yeah.
There's still things I'm finding out now. Great tool, but I think there's Nigel probably showed me a lot of stuff on here.
Yeah, you didn't know about it at all, did you? Before
No,
I
never. I'd heard about it, but I just never used it. Definitely can't be without it now.
Progress page working on good simulator.
I keep seeing something relating to a file called wasup.txt. Does that ring a bell?
yeah, WASUP is the that's the VATSIM. I think it's the file that VATSIM produces and programs download
Right.
to get all the VATSIM traffic and where the controllers are, etc. I think that's what it is. So you don't need it unless you're on VATSIM.
What's up?
I see some planes on me, Ticas. Yeah.
How do I switch it on? It's the same. It's like a fucking Airbus. So what? Okay. Good.
Yeah, right underneath.
Are you going direct Ilmet after Tory?
After Turi, let me see. After Turi, yeah. I'm going
Right, yeah.
Tori direct to Ilmet.
Right. Okay. Well, I've got the armor transition, so. Yeah, I got 66. Yeah, 66 for me.
So Steve, should it be to on or auto? Yeah. Okay. I think you're too far from me, so but we might meet at Ilmet to some point.
UFO.
I'm kind of far away from here, but we are going to the same waypoint, which is Ilmet eventually. So we will see. I don't know. I've got flying altitude of 35,000. But I've got a message. So for example, when someone is close, I've got a message that the traffic is ahead or something like that. So kind of sees something, but I don't know if it's displaying or not. I don't know. Maybe.
We're classing historic as anything that had its first flight before 1970. So yes, the 727 would fit. Now, I have to caution people who love their Boeing 737s, because we'll only be taking certain marks of 737.
Is it like
So up to something like -3 or something like that. Anything above -3 won't count as historic. So what I'm saying is not all 737s are the same type.
let me check. Is second is 737
Oh yes.
is
There-
737 classic in this category?
I don't know. I haven't actually looked, but those were the rules that they came up with. First flight before 1970, but to be careful of something that's otherwise you could say that a 737 MAX was historical because the 737 began life before 1970. But so we've had to sort of say, well, you can't do that. So it's all about the spirits. You know, are you genuinely flying a historic aeroplane? And it's just a trial, and if it doesn't work or people don't use it or it gets abused and we have arguments, then we'll just stop it. Despite all the work I've done in Compass. But I'm being a bit selfish because I, of course, want to fly my DC-6 in MSFS. I'm looking forward to that. So. But I think we might make exceptions if someone says, well, this was 1972, but it's obviously a classic. Then I think we could make exceptions. Concorde just scrapes in because its first flight was 1969 as a prototype. It was 1969, I think. So that just about scrapes in. But yeah, it's just to see what happens. That's all, and see if people like it. I mean, there might be a fair few people out there who've bought the DC-6 and are looking for a VA, and they think, "Oh, I can fly the DC-6." And obviously, when the DC-3 comes in for MSFS, then I think we'll get a lot more people.
I like the DC-3. It's a weird old plane.
Oh, it's fantastic, mate. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm just not very good at landing. I tend to just flip over.
Ah, well, you see, you have to get the speed just right, and you have to remember it's a tail dragger.
You
So,
can't
yeah,
brake
it's-
too hard because you just
No.
flip over and
Well, you shouldn't need to
Yeah.
brake. You shouldn't need to brake at all, actually. You should just need to
roll the whole.
touch down is a 3-pointer, bring the throttle back. If you think you're not getting enough friction, then you can raise the flaps and brake gently.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a whole different technique, isn't it? Is the point. That's the fun of it.
Less automation. Or no automation, if
No
anything.
automation.
None.
Yeah. None. Just very basic Sperry autopilot that doesn't do very much. In
Massive
fact,
yoke on them.
yeah.
I think we just get flustered now with all these dials in front of us. In them days, you had your engineer, didn't you, on board?
Yeah, DC-3 didn't have one. It's just a 2-pilot. But yeah,
No,
some of the bigger
747s did,
airplanes.
didn't they?
Yeah, 747s did. TriStars,
D11s.
727s. Yeah, they all did. Yep, the Comet did. I spent a bit of time as a air engineer until I got bored and they agreed to release me back to my normal job.
Yeah, I like the one at
The only-
Manchester Airport. It's good. Go and have a look in that one there. Sorry, Ben, was you about to say something there? That big
Yeah.
Jets TV, was it, or something? Yeah, good that was.
Nope, haven't seen it.
Hey, the first planes going to America as well, weren't they, since COVID?
Oh, that's better. Flight time was actually recorded. Good. Fix that bug. It's another bug squashed.
Yeah, that's a good shot, that is.
Steve, what is your altitude? Standard or?
I should hope so.
That.
I ask because we are going to get almost at the same time to Ilmet. And I don't know. I will see if Tika's alarm is working on the last update or is or
Descend.
it isn't.
Descend. Descend. For fuck's sake, descend now!
Descend, motherfucker. Yeah, I have +2-1, +2-1, +2-1, and Greece is -20.
Are we all flying live weather as well? Yeah, it's pretty calm, isn't it? Live time is daylight. Yeah. It's 5 to 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, you go backwards when you go that way, don't you? Tell you what, Norway, you don't get much daylight at the moment, do you? Blimey heck.
Gosh. No, I saw you were flying there today, James, and I was thinking it would be almost
It wasn't like for long.
No, no. I took the that fly-by-wire thing into Bodo,
Yeah.
and it was almost bloody pitch black when I arrived.
I did
Not
turn
the
live weather off though in the end because I just couldn't see anywhere. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I kept mine on, and I finally bust out of the low cloud at about, I don't know, probably 700 feet,
So
and that's an offset. That's an offset ILS at Bodo on runway 25. So it was good. It was good
Yeah.
because I could. I was very impressed with that fly-by-wire handling.
That's what we did, didn't it, last month, didn't we? We did that last month, Steve.
Yeah. No, I've got airports of Norway. I've put airports of Norway in there. I can't remember. I can't remember if I've done it, if I did it for that or FSX. But I may just put it in for FSX. But yeah, it's the The default's not too bad, actually. Spent many a happy month in winter there. And when I say happy, I don't mean that. Chris, what airplane is it you're flying? That screenshot of your...
Airbus 319.
In X-plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. So
Mm.
it's fully functional. Everything
Is
works.
Was it a free one?
No,
Ah, okay.
it's a Tolly's version.
Ah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's really good.
Yeah, it does. It looks very good.
Tranquilo.
There should be a sterile cockpit, Roberto. Shouldn't people or dogs on your flight deck?
Yeah, there's one word in every language. It's still the same. That's ouch.
Ouch. Yeah. What's that shot of James, the one you just put up?
Was that the 737?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Comair, the British Airways African.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know they were still going. Actually, I just looked
Yeah.
and they've got a 737 Max.
Oh, well, they're welcome to it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm confident about going on one just yet.
No, I wish I won't have any choice, I don't think, but
Even the 787s, after seeing that documentary about Boeing,
yeah.
they all take drugs and there's things going wrong with the planes and all that. I know when they put the first 787 out for a demonstration, there was bloody holes in the fuselage and all sorts, weren't there, that they had to cover up.
Christ.
Just for, to put it on for the media and all that. Somebody was saying, they kept quiet like on this documentary, but they're saying you could look up under the gears and you could see right through into the fuselage. Yeah. Like a lot of 737-800s are showing signs of cracks now, aren't they, in the fuselages as well? I don't know. You don't know what to believe sometimes. They could be these anti-bloody, what's the name, Grettenberg people. Get the planes out of the sky. How does she get about when she's travelling across the world, moaning about the environment? Does she fly? Or does she go in a little boat?
She was sailing, wasn't she? She sailed to America for the big one in America. That was sponsored by some transatlantic yacht thing. Yeah.
James, which is your next waypoint?
Let's have a look. I've got Upload. Oh no, sorry, Armour, innit? Or have we passed Armour? Yeah, Upload. OPLUD.
We've got totally different flight plan from ours.
Yeah.
And then it's CBL after that. And then it's Edrug.
Yeah, I see it.
So we are just flying straight to the airport.
My little nav map's different to what I'm actually flying for some reason.
So
Yeah, come on my own here. I've just noticed, bloody hell.
And
Oh,
next,
this is us.
I'm pulling into the pit stop, that's what it is.
And James is on the right.
Okay, then, let's just change this to EdMax.
I had a flight plan discontinuity whilst I was away, so I deviated a little.
There you go. I'm going to come back over and join the gang. I always seem to do my own thing, don't I? Still getting the miles away, out of the way. Well, it was okay the rest of the flight up until recently. That's strange. I'm just happy it's still flying and ain't crashed yet.
Yep. Smell that.
It assimilates wake turbulence.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Similar. Progress page, the report from the progress page. So it works quite well. So it shows you exactly the times when you will be landing, top of descent and stuff like that.
Yeah. And does it tell you? Oh yes, yeah, at the destination. how much estimated fuel you've got. Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
to work in the default as well, I think. Yeah. Has it? Yeah. Mm.
It's blank.
How do you get to the report section on them, I think? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, blank. Yeah. Yeah.
Got no arrival information on here either. No waypoints or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
No stars.
So
Gosh.
flight plan looks like this. Don't know if it's
Hand fly it.
different.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'd expect. Yeah. Mine was doing that on the fly-by-wire today. I had a flight plan in there and it was behaving itself, and then I did a direct to cut out a bit of a dog leg, and it dropped the whole flight plan.
That's handy.
I was not happy about.
The day we were doing the shared cockpit, also we lose the flight plan.
On VATSIM, shared cockpit
Yeah.
on VATSIM.
Yeah.
Oh, that
With
is so.
two
It was
best
fun.
pilots.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
It was fun.
Yeah. Chris will be banned.
I'm not joining anyways. So you should be alright.
Just kidding, huh?
I know.
Just
It was-
kidding.
It was me who started your fucking plane, so in like under 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent.
I know. It was.
Control E.
No, it wasn't.
It was a lot of fun. We couldn't get to our destination, but it was a lot of fun.
Probably not the only ones on VATSIM who've had that problem, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he not resort to normally when that happens? Yeah, normally
Yeah.
on the second time when you say again, they normally resort to text.
Yeah.
I've had it for a waypoint. I just couldn't understand what waypoint. I couldn't even find it. And then when he typed it, it was entirely different.
Yeah. I was.
I
was.
here,
I was with
understand
a
them a lot of
taxi.
the time.
I was with a taxi diagram in front of me, and I can't find what he was saying because it was that German accent, no?
Yeah, it's
Go
terrible,
via
isn't it? Yeah.
Alpha Deutschland Eisenfreien Strains.
Oh,
What?
Good impression,
Yeah.
that was. He sounded like German then, that was good.
It is. I mean, it's astonishing that people manage to speak English at all, and that they feel confident enough to go on to VATSIM
Yeah.
and speak English. I'm just, it's fantastic. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just impenetrable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the same in the air. It's the same in real life. Sometimes you just go, I don't understand a thing you've said.
Yeah. Especially when you're flying over Asian countries.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
you know, they write excellent. They know
Yeah.
English excellent, but the accent is just, and you know, and
Yeah.
for me with a Latin accent and
Yeah.
trying to
Oh,
listen
funny.
some guy with a Taiwanese accent, it's very difficult.
Yeah. I normally
Americans
say,
speak faster.
yeah, they do. I deal with as soon as we take off from Duxford, sometimes we switch to Mildenhall or Lakenheath, and they're very quick. Yeah, you've got to know what you're doing, especially if you want access to somewhere. Because if they don't think you know what you're doing, you won't get it.
Mm.
Yeah, but they control their chunk of airspace, and if you want to, because a military air traffic zone, a thing called a MATS, military air traffic zone in the UK and in Europe in general, they can't stop you going in. They can stop you going within 2 miles in their air traffic zone, but the military air traffic zone outside of that goes up to 2,000 feet. They can't stop you going in, but you'd be stupid if you didn't ask them first. So you normally ask for zone transit, a MATS penetration in zone transit, and you'll generally get it. But with the Americans speaking so fast, if you keep saying, I'm sorry, say again, they'll just say, stay away. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had some great experiences with them saying not below 2,000 feet. I've got 5 F-15s taking off, and you go, oh, yes, look out the window and see those. Yeah, just great. Anyway, right. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, okay. Trying to take some screenshots of the DC-6 for the historic flight. And I'm going to try and do them, some on the ground, and I'm going to try and get it in the air. Oh yeah, do the drone thing, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. What livery shall we have then? Sabina. Oh yes, let's have a Sabina. That's a nice. It's a B. Oh, is there more liveries in the A? Oh, I'll have an A then. See what we've got.
I'll have an A, please, Bob.
I'll have an A, please, Bob. Liveries. Oh no, I've only got one. PMDG. Don't want that.
Ina sounds like a German fucking dog. Sabina.
Sabina. It's Belgian, isn't it?
Comes in it.
It's the Belgian.
Fire Delta.
Where should we take off from? Where did Richard want to base us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a slightly bent banana. Yeah, that's the one. It's lovely. Yep, one. One.
That was the days when it was very competitive, wasn't it, to get across the Atlantic the quickest
Yeah.
and cheapest way, fastest way as well. I like the story of the 747 because it wasn't meant to be, was it? It was meant to be a supersonic Boeing plane. Yeah, that's what was meant to go in the skies, but they something happened, something went wrong, and they kind of just went, well, we'll just carry on working on the 747, and it's been really successful, hasn't it, over the years? Yeah, they scrapped the supersonic plane in the end. Probably a 787 or something.
God,
In
buy
Uh,
European.
7.
Buy European.
not American aircraft.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. Crikey. And you can't blame them. Keep their own aviation business going.
Yeah.
What was that all about in the summer then when they flew to Heathrow? They flew the two 747s and a 757?
Hmm.
Was that just for show, was it? Or
Yeah, probably. Probably
Was
because they
that-
could.
yeah, the president on one plane, his wife or whatever they call her, the good lady on the other plane. They got money to throw down the drain. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Must have cost a fortune. The patches. No.
No.
Because the first lady went back on her own, didn't she, first, and then the president went later.
Not Marine 1.
Yeah, the Marine One is
No.
it's a VH3D Sea King or the VH60 White Hawk.
What does
But
Boris get? His push bike.
normally they use the Sea King, I think.
Yes. King. Is it not Russian? Or yeah.
No, the guy had a Russian name, Igor Sikorsky. He was a Russian name, but he was American. Used to confuse me a lot, but
As soon as ski comes into anything, Russian.
oh, I'm liking this drone camera to do the pictures on the ground. Hopefully Andy will be able to do something with them. Oh, I'm not getting that advanced, mate. These are all static.
And if you go too far away from your plane, it crashes your plane for some reason.
Oh, does it?
Or it used to, I don't know if it still does. Overstresses your plane. It's weird. Even though you're not moving. I'm just coming back to join the party now.
What's the weather like in your sim in MFS? It's like clear skies.
A little bit of cloud. Very little.
Oh, you know that fly pad thing in the fly-by-wire? Is there any way you can like detach it and move it around?
Yeah, you can-
Right, Alt.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's not. But it's not gonna work. It's just a visual thing.
Nigel, I have a question. If you use the same index, for example, 35, and you fly in a higher higher flight level, are you going to fly faster? Almost the same?
So you will fly faster because your true airspeed will be higher, because you're higher above the Earth.
Yeah, less drag.
No, not necessarily, but you're higher above the Earth, so you are going faster over the ground because you're higher. So if you leave your speed the same, your
Okay.
true airspeed will increase. If the wind stays the same, then your ground speed will also increase just because of the gain in altitude.
Okay.
So that's it in simple terms. So if you know the wind's going to be the same or less, then it's worth climbing, providing you factored in, do you have enough fuel to do the climb?
Okay. Thank you.
So generally you'll do a step climb, won't you? When you're heavy, you start off low until you've burnt off fuel, and then you climb a bit higher and climb a bit higher. That's what happens on a long haul. So SimBrief will probably tell you that in its OFP. It will tell you the recommended step climbs.
I don't know if any of you will be interested in this for the A320, but I found this really helpful checklist. Post it in the MSFS section.
Can you hear that?
No.
Couldn't hear that?
No.
I can't turn it up anymore. That's the mighty sound of a DC-6.
Yeah.
Correct. Which airplane is this for?
The A320. Neo.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Probably
the same as a
A320.
Dash 8, isn't it? Well, a Dash 8's even better. You don't have to start the right-hand engine or left-hand engine. You can get right the way to the hold and then start the other engine.
I used to see Flybees a lot when they landed.
Yeah.
As soon as they come off the runway,
Yeah.
taxi on one engine.
Yeah, your taxiing is a whole lot different. Yeah, it's a whole lot different.
That was the hardest thing for me to overcome with my takeoffs in my Cessna. Yeah. Yeah, it's
keeping
literally
it straight.
almost full right rudder to keep it straight down the runway. And then it's even the same in when in flight as well. If you're going to full power to climb, you have to still counteract that with the rudder.
Shouldn't need full power. Full right rudder, I mean. Shouldn't need full right rudder. Doesn't sound
We've
right.
got a very bouncy grass runway, mate.
Yeah, but doesn't sound right to me. I've only needed it once in a 182 and I opened the throttle too quick. Yeah, it depends. Depends if it's American or British engine. Nope. You just need to know, so you know which boot to put in, or else you make things worse. Which is also funny. In old prop aeroplanes, you'd have handed engines, so which the propeller gearbox. So on the left-hand side, it would turn the different way to the right-hand side, and that way you wouldn't get so much asymmetric P-torque on takeoff and landing and climbing.
That was fun when you used to have to push the propeller yourself outside while somebody's inside the cockpit. Stand out the way quick or you're going to get a free haircut.
Yeah, Duxford allow you to do prop swinging if you've proved to them that you know what you're doing beforehand. You can't just... So when we get flat batteries in winter, most of the guys aren't allowed to do it because it's
Health and safety.
well, it happens every year. Somebody will leave the parking brake off and the throttle open, and it'll just set off along the taxiway all by itself. Yeah, gosh, yeah.
¿Qué cosa, Gorrito?
Not necessarily. Sometimes it's to do with the ground clearance. So if you've got a twin prop and a lot of power, you're going to need quite a big prop, so you're going to run out of ground clearance. So you can have 3, 4, 5 blades, and you can have the blades as smaller. And yeah. Yep. Yeah. 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 It is. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. 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 Amazing, isn't it?
There's nothing is there in the FMC.
No, I'm looking at the charts.
I'm using RNAV 818 with gav up transition.
How come you going for it? We got nothing in ours. Was
I'm
it
not
blank?
18 as well.
Yeah, I've not got any transitions in this. I've got the RNAV 18 plugged in.
No, it's just like
Oh no, mate. Absolutely nothing.
something like.
No, I mean,
I will send you the.
I was going to Yeah, I was going to do the same.
Do you have the last ARAX?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the chart that I've got as well.
So it's just simply straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, GNA, and then you've got what I've got in here. Flight plan. So you've got GNA, then you've got Dalni, which is obviously the kind of the one that is showing on the chart.
Oh yeah, it's also worth noting that RNAV doesn't work in the fly-by-wire yet.
Oh, well. Should have gone for X-Plane 11.
Nice picture there with the moon above you, Roberto.
Sorry?
It's a nice picture of you in the moon.
Ah, thanks.
Oh, that's not my contrails, by the way. It's me smoking.
Even the global scenery for X-Plane 11 doesn't look bad when you just take a shot.
How come the moon's that close to you?
Acceptable.
That looks alright, doesn't it?
No?
Once I finish the Africa tour, I think I've got 3 more legs, then I'm going to be doing a bit more X-Plane stuff.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that little flight I did in the Cibos.
Yeah, much more stimulation than this.
Yeah.
So are you able to start 737 just now on your own?
Don't push it. I've only done the one flight. Oh, I'll get there though. I'll get there.
Yeah, it's just take the sequence of,
There's a lot more to the startup on one of those than there is to like these.
Yeah.
But the first attempt before I ran out of time was getting rather frustrating, and my missus was thought I was having a mental breakdown at the desk.
It just takes time, but it's fun.
It's one of those, you know, like when you're watching like a YouTube guide and you're doing it to the T, and then it doesn't work. It's just like,
Yeah.
I used to do my 737 with Matt Davis on YouTube.
yeah,
Well, sometimes they go that quick, even though they're showing you slowly. They miss. Well, you miss things out.
yeah, you miss a little button push here or there or something.
What
Or a
did he just
switch.
press down? I was like, you know. I see he's disappeared from the YouTube world now, Matt Davis.
Yeah.
make you upset a lot of people.
Yeah, that's me.
I was last, now I'm in front of all.
I have no idea how I'm so far behind.
Oh, that's a nice picture, Nigel.
Yeah.
Sabina.
They're not bad, are they?
Looks like a cigar.
Yeah, I haven't quite got the perspective right, I don't think, but I'm not good enough to. They'll do for Andy. I'll try and size them now because he wants them a certain size.
James is 17 miles in front of me. Roberto is 10 miles and Steve is 4 miles. And you are just gaining speed.
What am I? I must be about 30, 40 miles behind you.
146 nautical miles from GNA.
I've got my progress set to Downey.
James,
Yeah,
one favor. Don't leave debris on the runway, please.
I'll try not to. You right behind me, are you?
Yeah.
I'll
All
drop the
three of you.
toilets just as I land then.
Just clean when you land, 3 of you. For the elite to land.
Right, I'm just going to go for a quick ciggy, boys. I'll be back in 5.
It's not letting me put anything in my arrivals page. So I'm just going to have to, after the last waypoint, just manually fly it, I suppose. Hope for the best. Yeah. We're flying, what, 18, aren't we? 1-8. Kind of in the path anyway, isn't it? We left the last waypoint. I'm going to work out where to descend. Right. Elevation 1,320 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there's mountains as well, is there? Ooh.
So at Dalny you have to be at 3900. Then go down to 27. What cost index are you using? Over 35. I'm using fine. I changed to 35 just now. Top of descent is just after GNA.
Oh yeah, you don't get top of descent in the fly-by-wire one, do you?
No.
Which would be so handy.
Yeah. You get it in a 747 salty mode, but VNAV is not the best in
Yeah.
there.
Okay, back. Got about 120 miles before I start descending. I think I might start descending a little earlier to try and get down to that 3,900 feet at Downey a bit earlier, so I can then change to the track and FPA mode to get the 3-degree glide slope down.
2700 on autopilot and just wait.
How boring is that though, Chris?
No, it's not boring. It's fucking airliner.
Without having to be on the edge of your seat, watching everything in case it goes wrong.
It's not air crash investigation. Passengers flight.
One of the most annoying bugs that I've had recently, and it was in the development branch, was you'd be descending and you'd get to about 7,000, 6,000 feet, and then for some reason the aircraft would decide that it doesn't want to descend anymore. It goes toga and starts climbing at a rate of about 4,000 feet per minute. So then you're like clambering around to get off the autopilot, set your track, set your altitude. Honest to God, it's like it's. I had it yesterday in the 787 as well. Following the charts, so I don't know if there was a slight error in the charts, but you follow the recommended altitude and everything, and last minute I was like, I'm getting awfully close to this mountaintop as I'm flying towards it at 450 miles an hour, not 450 knots, whatever, and I was like, it's definitely going to hit them. So last minute having to like increase the speed and altitude to climb over this mountaintop. And then about 5 minutes later, literally the wheels touched the runway, and then the whole game just crashed. I was like, "Oh, you're kidding me!"
Kathmandu's a classic for that.
Yeah.
Not hitting the mountain.
Yeah. That was good
In fact-
fun, wasn't it?
That was on air crash investigation actually, wasn't it? Kathmandu.
Oh, there was
I've
a
seen that
nasty
one.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Airbus.
Wasn't it? Oh no, I haven't seen that one. No.
Went off. I think he's following the wrong waypoint. I think going the wrong direction completely. By the time they saw the mountain, it was just too late.
Ooh. What's that airport in? I think it's Afghanistan, and the approach has to be flown manually because you are literally flying for a mountain valley, and then the turn to final is literally banking around a mountain, and you're about 250 feet off the ground.
Kabul's not too bad. Kandahar is surrounded by mountains, but yeah, I've only ever been into them by night.
It must be
You
like
know.
like Paro.
Yeah, Paro.
Hmm.
That's a weird one, isn't it? Paro. If you get that wrong, you're screwed. Like I did, turned down the wrong way. Is it this left or is it the next left? I can't remember. Yeah.
We'll have to do the seaplanes we were on about as well.
Oh, Alaska.
Yeah, either Misty
Ketchikan.
Moorings, around Misty Moorings or something like that. I have no time.
I haven't even
no
tried a
time to-
seaplane yet. Supposed to be getting more planes, aren't we, on the next update?
Oh,
F-18,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's get 50 more fucking planes in MFS.
that don't. Yeah, let's get more that don't work. Why not? Why not fix the ones that work?
Yeah. I just believe that Xbox users are just fucking delighted that they can fly, you know, like outside cockpit with their fancy, you know, controllers.
Yeah.
Doing shit thing. Anyone has got destination data or Joe UNH? Zero. Okay, temperature. Oh my god. Wind.
What are you putting in as your transition altitude for this?
Good one.
6,000 on the chart. Yeah. And then the barrow is 1990.
190. So it's MDA, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Transition altitude 6,000. Yep.
Right, guys, that's it for me. I've done as much coding as I'm going to do today, and it all seemed to be working. I've got to do another historic flight probably tomorrow, and then crash compass and restart it and see if it's restarts correctly. And then I think I'm just about ready to do a beta build.
Happy days.
Yeah. And then I got to do the document. Right, okie dokie. Have fun landing.
Thank you very much.
Apart from
Yeah,
Chris,
yeah.
who's just
Bye-bye.
gonna sit back and press a button and
Yeah.
it'll do everything for him.
Yeah, you can use the auto land and all.
He's just gonna. Okay, guys. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Alright, teachers out the room now, so do what you want.
Just to let you know, I've selected 2700. Just relaxing.
I think I'm going to start sending now. Push the button.
What are you guys doing? Are you doing open descent or managed?
Managed.
Managed. Yeah.
Managed.
I'm using the salty 747. You can't use managed on that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Sim.
Oh, you
Fucking
hate
descends
Captain
like a
Sim.
rocket.
Yeah, it's just hate Captain Sim.
Captain Shady. There we go. What's the betting I descend too late?
Oh,
Too late or
It's
too
too-
early?
too early, I think.
I'd rather be down than too high though.
If there's no mountains.
Well, yeah.
Innsbruck's the one classic in it for getting down a bit too early, or
I've got 25 miles to descend.
Or I don't know. I always at that point or just before. I always take over manually anyway. So I find that this
I think
it decelerates you far too much too early. It takes you straight down to your visual approach reference as soon as it hits a decel point. So you end up adding like 15-20 minutes onto your flight because you're flying far too early. So
is it not on the charts what your speed should be at certain points?
Not on this approach, no.
But in general, like they
On
will
s-
get
on
the-
some it does, yeah. It has your like speeds.
Right, initiating descent.
But what I tend to do is, like I said, before the detail point, take over the speed manually, and then once I hit the glide slope, I tend to then put it back onto the manage, so then it brings you down to the visual reference speed on its own.
Well,
Ideally,
prog-
before you hit the glide scope, you want to have at least 2 stages of flaps out and your gear down, and then proceed to get third and final on the glide scope.
I think it's programmed in the flight plan anyways. Like what company route or something should be there.
Yeah.
It's not like flying manually.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like we are going to descend a bit too early. See where I'm at when I get to 10,000. I can always hold at 10,000.
I've got 7 miles to descend. And 121 the destination.
It's gonna be a bit dodgy, isn't it? Looking at it, for us to taxi back to the parking areas, with us all coming in on final together.
Backtracking, is it?
Yeah. And also, it's worth noting for your auto brake, the runway's only 2,100 meters long. Yep. Christ.
Fire extinguishers ready.
I'm starting my descent now. Yeah.
So it's Roberto's going to be facing me when I'm backtracking. I'm going to have to get up that runway quick.
This is gonna be chaos.
Nobody's going to want to go round. Crash settings are switched off anyway, so you can do what you want.
But it's on fucking moving around my plane. Okay.
It's saying 84 nautical miles to our... Oh, 18, well, yeah, just 18 and a half. Yeah, I think I'll go down to 10,000, I think, just for a bit.
I have manually set my fly by wire. Yeah.
remember about this Dalny waypoint. It's 3900.
Yeah, that's what I've got my
So just go over
altitude
it
set to.
and then descend to 2700.
Won't let me put that waypoint in my FMC.
Which one?
That Downey. I'm done now. Whatever I got left now is just guesswork.
Non-existent. Approach. There we go to zero.
I get Google Maps out
The
now. I
waypoint
think
is non-existent. Roger.
Google Maps on the ready.
Yeah. Go to Asosu. Negative.
1,000 meters. Turn left heading.
No. I'm flying manually.
There's lots of water we can land on anyway. Luckily.
Well, if it helps, your final course is 188.
188.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 188, yeah. Easy.
And Downey, the point that you haven't got, which is the start of the 3-degree glide scope, is 7.9 DME from the end of the runway. If that's any help to you.
Yeah, that's better than what we've got.
Yeah.
I guess this is not a popular destination.
Yeah, I think it's a military airport.
Oh, right. Oh, God.
Even better.
So Maduro is waiting for us.
It's only showing 3 parking spaces. I know it's got 4.
I thought this trip was very hush-hush. Didn't realise we were troop carriers.
I've got 6 miles left.
.86 for me to the runway.
.61 for me.
I'm passing you, James.
Oh, yeah. Are you going faster than me?
So you two are very close,
Yeah,
aren't you?
because I start my descent
Earlier.
later.
Oh, later.
Yeah.
I'm just holding 10,000 at the moment.
I'm just passing 2-4.
Do I have to just send a bit more now? Yeah, I think I should.
Be careful though, because under Downey, where we're meant to be at 3900, there is a, I don't want to call it a mountain, but a hill that's 2,000 feet high. So there is that potential for you. It's just a big hill, isn't it? 2,000 feet.
Yeah, like 600 meters or so.
At least the blanket cloud's quite high anyway, so it should be clear down there.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than coming out the clouds and seeing hills, mountains in front of you.
I think they've done a really decent job with the volumetric clouds in X-Plane 11. Well, it's an add-on, but it's not like a default one.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, it's not.
Is that the one that you sent me to install?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that flight ended in darkness that I did, so I didn't really get to see, but it looked... To be fair, at night, I'd say X-Plane looked more realistic than
Yeah,
Microsoft
it
at night.
does, yeah. Especially when you've got all these add-ons like motorways or whatever. It looks live.
Yeah.
I'm just below the ceiling now, so I can see all over.
I've got eyes on Chris now.
Yeah, I can see you.
I've got eyes on Roberto. I'm following him. I just
I've got
hope he's
eyes
clear
on
of the
all of you.
taxiway.
I can see your tags. So I'm just passing Steve overhead. Yeah. 2 miles left.
Transition. There we go.
Gonna hit diesel point. Boom. Nice. 4,000 feet above you.
Put some lights on. Just at 4,000. 39 nautical miles to go. Yes.
Oh, I can see the traffic on my apps. Work.
Blasting.
What? Booked. James. Behave yourself. He's just trying to distract you.
Like a rainforest, isn't it, below?
Yeah.
Shit. Take the medium.
Is that you nearest to me there, Steve?
James. Or is it Roberto? Roberto. Most of you are just off course.
$2,500. $2,500. $2,500.
I think I have it on site. Yeah. I'm on final. Flaps 1. I'm 9.7 nautical miles away. Put your terrain on.
Rain's in op on the experimental branch. QNH was 1011, wasn't it? Yeah. That's it, transition altitude. So what,
It's
1011?
1009 for me. I don't know why. If I put in automatic.
Yeah, I got 1011 on my performance, so I'll just stay with that.
Yes. Flaps 2. You're down. One, two, three greens. Pass into manual. Flaps full. We have some cross and tailwind. There's a small hill before the runway.
Happy days.
I'm a little bit high. Oh. Rough landing, but not so bad. And there's no taxiway. I'm going. I'm going to park right here.
Yep, I see it. Yep.
Who's landing? James?
1,000.
I'm landing it.
He's already landed.
Oh.
Who's coming, Steve?
I'm just about to touch down.
Yes.
One 1,000. Hundred above. Minimum.
James is taxing backwards.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Whoa! A dive.
30. 20. 10. 5.
Well, we all made it. Yeah.
So guys, I have to leave.
Okay, Roberto.
Cheers. I have filmed all of you in the landing
Oh, nice.
to put later. So I have to leave now. Right.
See you later, mate.
See you guys.
Good, that was.
Was a good landing. Bye bye, guys.
Hello, mate.
See that little hill at the bottom of the runway froze right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Too high there. That's how you park a plane, look, just slide across. If only you could see it.
I think the elevation of X-plane airport is a bit higher because you're all way below the ground. You can see your name tags.
Hope you've got your reverse horn on.
There's a couple of screenshots for you. Right, that's me done then, boys. That was good fun. Yeah, yeah. See, the A320 is my home ground, so. Yeah.
What we got next week? Oh, okay. Is that in the store? Is it? Christ.
On the 22nd, we've got Skiathos, which is a good one.
Yeah. Well, I'll be on for both of them. So. Yeah. Right. Have a
All
good
right, see you
evening.
later.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Busy bye.